Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the prospect of something happening, if you will, to Thai retirement visas. And I think it's pretty safe to say that Thai retirement visas aren't going anywhere. So why am I making this video? What's the context of this? There's a lot of talk right now, and there seems to be some pessimism in certain retiree circles, especially along the lines of a lot of talk about this 10-year long stay visa, which doesn't exist yet. It hasn't been, there's been, at least as of the time of this video, there's been no promulgated regulations bringing this into existence. It's been approved in principle. Yet we've seen other programs approved in principle that have never been brought online practically. It remains to be seen. But there does seem to be some pessimism in some quarters of the retiree communities that Thailand is somehow only going for the wealthy retirees, or is sort of looking to shed certain aspects of this community. I don't think you could be further from the truth on this, and I think it's going to become more apparent as the year wears on, where, you know, foreign revenue from retirees is going to be very desirable economically here in Thailand as we get into the recovery period and sort of move on with our lives from the last couple of years. And the tourism sector is going to be no different. And, you know, and when I say the tourism sector, I mean, you know, the sector that caters to foreign nationals here in Thailand. And a big chunk of that sector, you know, their bread and butter is foreign retirees. They are foreign retirees. The bread and butter sort of travelers are the folks that come here and, you know, retire in Thailand. They use Thailand as the platform, if you will, for their, you know, their retirement and just living here, and they spend a fair amount of money, you know, and they're real contributors to the economy. This contribution is going to be, I think, increasingly appreciated as the days go on, especially as we get into quote-unquote low season here, which it's difficult to compare on a relative basis between quote high season and low season. But the thing to take away from this video is I'm not seeing a decline of demand for retirement visas. If anything, quite the opposite. I'm seeing folks that want to come retire in Thailand. They're just a little bit apprehensive based upon what they're reading, in my opinion, in some of the media, which is a bit more reactionary or alarmist than they otherwise need to be. Long story short, yes, retirement visa is still a possibility in Thailand, and it isn't going anywhere, at least as far as I can tell.